Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Always can find us on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny. And then of course on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. And I want to say welcome and thank you to all of our subscribers. And I hope that you'll feel free to chime in with comments or post your journal or craft or garden recipes, whatever you have on our Facebook. We'd love it. Okay, everyone. Well, today what I thought I would do is a little bit of probably a two-part-ish, because what I want to do is make a mini journal. And I'm going to use, my thought was to use my Poptart box as a substrate for the journal cover. And so it's just going to be probably about this size for the front and the back. And then I did find these two scraps, so you can see they'll fit somewhat nicely on there. And so I found those in my scrap bucket. And then I thought for the insides, I would use these beautiful journal cards that I got from, I don't know if you remember me showing you this beautiful kit. I used some of it in my Edith Holden journal that I'm making, and it's from the Wildflowers Tags kit that is from Junk Journal Diavo. There you go. And so I thought possibly once I wrap the fabric around to the inside of the little journal, that these would then be placed on the inside. So we'll get to that later. It could be another video. I don't know if we'll get to it today, because what I want to do today is go through my stash of, I don't know if you can see it, small books. Small books. I'm probably in my own shadow here, but small books. So what I'm going to do is go through a few of the books, and I want to take out, you know, isn't that pretty? Some pages to use. They may need reinforced, but we'll just make a little stack here because I want to use them for our new journal. So yeah, this is a really cute one. Well Loved Hymns. Look how tiny it is. Oh, this looks like a New Testament. I don't like to tear up Bibles, but I may use the front where it has it. I'll have to think about it, where it has little hymns. I love this one, Just As I Am. Oh, it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to set that aside. Here's a 1976 date book. That's fun. Let's see. Can I get that out without taking too long? Maybe. Take these staples out. I don't have a staple remover in here. Huh. You would think with all this stuff I would have a staple remover, but I don't. July. Let's take it. And then we'll get part of August, which the flower is gladiola and the birthstone is peridot, which is my mother's birth month, so that's fun. Okay. Isn't this sweet? The Little Golden Book, the Fuzzy Duckling. Yeah, that came as a free with purchase. Candies, that's cute. That would be cute just in a journal itself, so I think I'm going to leave that. I have this small Norman Rockwell. Always can find some fun things in here. Let's see, is that a sewn in signature or glued in? It's sewn in. Okay, so what I might do with that, I think it's sewn in, and then the last page of each signature is then glued in. I got this at a book sale. Let's see here if I can just little by little. Whoopsie, what happened? Oh gosh, what happened to the... That's weird. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. That's not good. I don't think I'm going to use that. It doesn't look like it's very... Will it stay? Doesn't look very secure. No. So, okay, I'm going to put that aside. I don't think that's going to be a good one to use. Do I have another one? Here's one. Hope it's better. Yeah, it's secure. Let's see if I can get that. So this is just kind of, you know, like let's go through the stash and see if we can find a few littles to go in this new journal. Is there anything in this one? Since we got it already. Great pictures. Good. So you see here how they have glued one signature to the other using those back pages. And so that's probably going to be how each of them are going to be stitched in and then glued next to their neighbor here. Oh, that's going to be helpful if I can get that apart. I did buy this with the intention of breaking it apart. So, and I have a couple of other ones that are larger. So I was super happy to get one of these little ones. This looks like a lot of presidents or something. Or, who is this? Yeah, Eisenhower. Some cute ones. What I am looking for is like a signature page. I think I'll save that one. What's this one? After the Prom, the Rookie, and the Runaway. That's a good one. Okay, so that'll go in. Okay, now that book's ready to be used, isn't it? I'm tossing this other one right now because I don't know, something's happened to it. It's not doing well. What's this? These are, look at these old books. I must have gotten these in a bundle of something. It always makes me cough when I get these old books. Business letters. Huh. I think I'll look closer at those before I put them in. I always like to know what I'm putting in a journal. Sometimes, you know, you get old things or things have been given to you. You're not really 100% of what's in them. Address and telephone. I love that. That'll be fun. Look at that. That's neat. Let's try to get one of the signatures. So on some of these, I'm just going to fold the page in half. Others I'll reinforce them, but then still others I'll just use, you know, the signature page as it is, if I can. I think this one's going to be close to the size, but I do think it's going to be a little bit too big. But we'll put one in and just, you know, we'll just see. Put that in our pile. All right. What is this? Dear Sir. It, 1944. It looks like it's different letters. I can't tell. I have read a book before where it was just letters, but it was back and forth to two people. So I'm just trying to see if any of the same people show up or if it's just individual letters, which could be fun. My husband, let's see what this one says. Gentlemen, my husband will not be to work today, but don't call it absenteeism, as it wasn't his fault entirely. Yesterday he had a little party and all had to drink was 3 cocktails, 4 glasses of beer, 2 bourbons, and 5 scotches. Then I went out of the room to prepare the refreshments, and oops, don't put that word in there, and some fool gave him a glass of tea, and it was that last glass of tea that got him. So all that's keeping him away from work is an upset stomach, and he'll be in tomorrow or the day after. Sorry about that word. I think it looks like there's a lot of errors, and it looks like the person is to correct them. But because I'm not certain of the language, I'm going to set that out. Yikes. A friend is an angel in disguise. Aw. Gave to somebody on their 16th birthday. Sweet. Little kittens. This was 1975 Hallmark. A friend is an angel in disguise, heaven sent, though worldly wise. A friend is the proof that God answers prayers. So I think I'll just use that one little signature out of there. That is the cutest little book. I've used it before. Used a little thing out of there before. This one has some crinkly. This is old. I'm going to toss that. Friendship book. These are always fun when you find these little books. Is it sewn or it is sewn? Okay. And let's see. These are beautifully illustrated too. Yeah, put that little page in there. Okay, this is going to be a chubby little book, it looks like. I may have to make 2 little ones. I found this to be funny. When we did a thrift store and flea market finds video, I went through some of these and they're pretty funny. So this is like a 1967. It looks like it's like it's like an annual book that they put out. Let's see who put it out. Dell Publishing. So this is nice, How to Care for Synthetic Fabrics. Oh, that is nice. Should read that after Joey came home with all that yuck on him that day from work. I told you I was having to spray him down outside, and see if I can get this open without too much of an injury to anything. Okay. I went out to see my zinnias today. I'm just I love those things so much. They're so pretty, and the the seeds that I planted. And I don't know, maybe this is the way it is with all zinnias. I don't know if you can get like one color of zinnia or if they're always mixed, but these have mixed colors, and the zinnias all look different. Like some of them are more daisy-like, and some of them are kind of what would you call it, like marigold looking, where they're like little puffs of like a snowball. Super cute. Grin and Bear It, that's a funny cartoon. This one might be a little bit too big though, you know. I'd have to fold it and then you wouldn't be able to read. Here's another one of those little books. This one's all about tea. It'd be fun to put one of those in. Anyways, I went out. I could literally sit there for hours. Well, the other day I did 30 minutes. And watch those zinnias, because between the hummingbirds, the bees, and the butterflies, it's very entertaining. So I do have a video that's uploading it. You know, here in this rural area, it takes a little while. So that's pretty. We'll put that in there. So I have a video that's uploading of some butterflies on my zinnias. I figure if I love to watch them, maybe you guys will too. The Etiquette of Etiquette. (2002). Let's see, does it have like, yeah, it has business, community, dining, entertaining, entertainment. Let's go to that one, 75. Entertainment. Now, what is this one? This looks glued, but for some reason I feel like there might be some sewing. Let's just see if we can get it out of it. Oh yeah, it just comes right out. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. A little child's book. The Three Kittens. It's a fun little page right here. Doesn't tear great. We'll clean it up. Another children's one, but I think I'm gonna save that. 200 Tricks to Beat Inflation. I think we read this one too. If you served boiled potatoes in the jacket unpeeled, you won't have to cook as many potatoes, and they are more nutritious too. Let's get one of those out. Definitely, even if you don't want to eat the peel, if you boil them with the peel on, man, that peeling just slides right off when you're ready to mash. I do like to boil them with the peel. But for mashed potatoes, I peel them, and then, but I'm not super strict about if there's any brown, because I don't mind that in my potatoes. Now, I typically don't have to do the potatoes, because anytime we have a mashed potato situation, like Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, something like that, Joey and my daughter do that. So here's one on poker. I'm going to save that because I haven't read that yet. I want to read that one. Here's a little book. This is a fairly new book. It's all on linens. that'd be fun. Put something pretty like that in there. Let's see if I can find the signature. This is another one. It's kind of a practice of, you know, gluing the first and the last page of a signature together to just kind of keep it, I guess, from parting maybe in the signature, you know. Glue those together. I don't know if I'm cutting through that or not. We'll see. Yeah, got it. That's very pretty. It's very pretty. We'll use that one. And some of these we can fold in and make pockets and such. Okay, personal telephone directory, a wonderful new world. Look at this. Wow, 1959. I don't know if this is going to go in there or not, because I may save this for when, look at these. Oh my gosh, I love them. I've done some guy, you know, ones, journals, and it's nice to have that type of thing for that. Okay, some more children's books. I don't think we need that. Quiet Thoughts. These are the, again, the little sweet pictures. So sweet. Let's put one of those in there. Another thing you can do is you don't have to just use books. I'm just wanting to go through my books. I haven't been through them in forever. My tiny books. But another thing you can do is to use like guest checks and receipts and little ledgers and things like that. And we may do some of those. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That one is okay. Keep checking and always put your lid on, but you know, keep checking, make sure that blade isn't going to flip out at you like mine did. Okay, cute. Passport, National Parks. That's fun. I think I'm going to save that though. The best from life in these United States. That's neat. Let's take one out of there. Yeah, that doesn't look like there's a actual like stitched in. It's glued in. Okay. Wacky Wisdom, how to do hundreds of unusual things. This is neat. Ooh, the language of oh, how to handle, no thanks, a tarantula, no thanks. All right, here's somewhat innocent one about birds. Some of these are weird. Okay, cut that one out. All right, we're getting a little chubby, but we're about 3/4 of the way through. This looks like a children's book. Let's just take a page out, and then we can decide what to do with it. You know, when we're making it. Do we want to make a journal card out of it? Do we want it to be a page? Wait, I can't tell. What is that? That is stitching or metal or what? It is tough. Oh, I think it's been stapled. Yep, stapled. Here's another etiquette book. I try to behave myself. I like etiquette. I like to read stuff about why and how people used to do things. And Peg Bracken. She's also written the I Hate to Cook book, the I Hate to Housekeep book, appendix to the I Hate to Cook book. 1959 originally, and then again through 64. Invitations. Let's do that one. Fun. That'll be a fun book. So I've got some readers in here. I'm going to just go past those. What is this? Department of Interior Geological Survey. Oh, hey, that's neat. That's cool. I'm going to put that with my ledgers, my ledger books. What's this one? Webster Music Tablet. Also very neat. This one is a sewn-in signature. Lots of sewing. See if I can find the middle of one. And there's one. I'm just going to tear one side of it out, though, if it'll let me. Might have to go ahead and break the signature. Or maybe instead of that, I will just tear out, because I don't need the full page anyways. So we'll just do that. Then leave that intact until I need it broken. Wishbone. Oh, look at this. All kinds of writings. I'm going to have to go through that, aren't I? To see, what's that date? $1896. Does it say on here somewhere? Then can you believe this? Right on the front. Makes me absolutely nuts. 1896. Well, that one will save. These are all, the rest of these are all children's books. So I'm going to save those. I don't do very many children's books, but occasionally I'll do, you know, one as a gift. Here is a 2011 pocket calendar. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Let's take one out. Looks like I've already taken one out, so that's good. Let's just take that one. Perfect. What's this? Our daily bread. These are always fun. You know, they're a great addition. Some Bible reading. Take one of those. These are good for if you ever run across them. So, and you don't have to get the most current ones because they all apply. But, you know, pop one in your car, and if you have to wait for the kids or wait for a long time somewhere, they're nice to pull out and have something to read and feed ya. So this is, what is this? Like a reflections devotional prayer journal. Oh, okay. Well, let's take one and see if I can get it. Oh, staples. I didn't even think to bring my staple deal, my staple remover. And I definitely don't want to chip this blade. Oh, come on. There we go. This is why there is a tool for everything, so that you don't have mishaps using tools that aren't specific for the task. Okay, I'll just take that out, even though I know I'm not going to use that whole thing. I'll get these staples out. Oh, I got this at a thrift store. I probably got it because I liked that it had verses, but I also liked that it had journaling spot. Yo Jigs and Jublets. Slice of Americana. Turn of the century. $1962. Who knows what it's about? Personal appearance. If I could find something with just, how about the afternoon stroll? There we go. And that'll give some good journaling space. Okay. What's this very last one? A caring friend. Oh, isn't she sweet? Oh, look at that. How fun is that? More staples. Can I get them? No. All right, so once we have this done, I'm going to pile these books back in, and then we'll just kind of see how we are with our pages. Get my hand out of the way. I heard ya, whoever said that. Said get your hand out of the way. Come on. Now I have, unfortunately, cut myself with one of these. I think I mentioned that in another video. That's why I always put the cap on when I'm done. It wasn't during whatever I was using it for. It was after I had laid it down, didn't have the cap on, and ran my hand across it and just, you know, got myself. Okay, fun. All right, good. So here's a quilter's calendar of the day. Maybe we take one of those out too. It's fun. Okay. All right, quickly piling them back in. Give us a little room. It's nice to be reminded of what, you know, what you have, what kind of books you have. That's why sometimes I go through my stashes to remind myself. And then, gosh, then you have, you know, what feels like all these new things to play with. Oh, there's a little Christmas one. That's sweet. I didn't even see that. Okay. All right, now let's just set that aside, put this out of here. Let's look at what we have. And this is, for the most part, you know, what we're going to play with. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take this apart. We could theoretically get 2 out of these if I cut that. It's not straight, but I'll straighten it up later. I just want to kind of get an idea on size. I'm just going to do more or less of a pamphlet style, you know, where it doesn't have an actual, what do I want to say? It doesn't have a spine. So it's just going to be, you know, this is going to be the spine instead of having a separate spine. So all of these I will clean up. I'm just trying to get a little bit of the size, and we'll just see how our papers are going to work. So I will clean all the edges up really, you know, nicely so that when we go in to put our fabric on and such, that it'll be, you know, nice. Okay. Looks like that must have wrapped around or something. All right. So yeah, if you're looking for something to make, like let's say little gifts or something, or maybe even you want to make a few little books for Christmas, or you know, little journals, little tuckaways, just use little boxes and things that you already have. I think that'll be fine by itself like that. Okay. This looks like it's going to be a good width, but we'll need to, it's going to be a little wide because it'll fan out once we put all the papers in. But let's go ahead and make a pocket. And just so that it doesn't bunch up, I'm just going to cut a little teeny bee out of that. Like that. And then it's going to fold a lot nicer. See how that folds a lot nicer like that. And if you fold it straight, it folds better too. Is it this that's not straight? That looks straight. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so we have that. We have this. About this one. And that one's going to poke out, but we can adjust that later. Okay. Here's one. Here, that's that one what we pulled out. Let's see, how tall do we have? About right here. I think what I'm going to do real quick is take the bottom of this one off. Give us a little bit more. Okay, take the bottom of that one off, and then let's see. And then I think what I'm going to do is just go right, oopsie, try to fold that straight, because I want to go right here, I think. And that'll be good for another journal. Alrighty. Oh, sorry about that. That's noisy. Okay. So that will go, that'll be a good height. And then what we can do is we can fold these in. Have a little extra journaling. Fold that one. Oh, I think I cut that whole thing off. We'll see what it looks like. Okay. This one also might be a little wide. I think it's going to be fine. Yeah. Fun. That's pretty. Very pretty. Now this one, I think, can I tear it somewhat? I think it's going to need to be folded. And it may also need to be, it's pretty good. Let's put another one in there though, because that'll add a little bit more writing space. Okay. There's that fun ledger page that we found. I think what I'm going to do is just fold it in thirds probably, ish. And then use this as the seam. So we'll fold it like that. Is that going to be a little wide? Yeah. Let's take that bottom off of that. There we go. Sweet. I think if we take this bottom off, possibly the top, we can get by with it. I'm going to fold it like this because I think it's sweet on both sides. So you have this little child here, and you have a little butterfly and a little fairy and a little bird here. Maybe that would be good for in the middle. Okay. All right, so far so good, and I will start hurrying up because our time is almost out. So my next video will be us doing the cover and hopefully putting the signature in. And then it'll be really fun to get all my, get the small ephemera things that, sometimes get lost on things. I think this one could also go as a tall. Ugh, that did not go well. Let's go up here just a smidgy. That is not what is happening. This paper and my lac is not going well with tearing. This paper almost feels like it has fibers catching. catching on something. I don't know what. Get some of that raggedy off of there. Okay. So sweet. So let's see if we can just trim this down a little bit. This way we'll be able to hopefully put the whole thing in. I think it'll fit. So sweet. Look at this little flower, little garden guy. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Golly, I've got a lot of pages. I really like this one. So I might do that one off camera, try to make sure I can figure out how to get it in there. But I think that if you gave this like as a gift, I think it'd be fun because it has, oh, that's not going to work. So we'll see about using that. We need to reinforce that. But I think it'll be fun because there's so many different things to read, you know. Also, probably need to take the bone folder when I'm completely done and go over it really good. Turn that this way. I really like all of these little calendar things. They're super cute. And that one's going to need reinforced. I can tell that already. Okay. So, and this one I need to cut down. All right. Well, great. Well, there we go. So we're getting there. And you can see here that I have a little bit of adjusting to do. But I'll do that and then we'll be ready to go. So thanks everyone for hanging with me and putting that together, going through my stash. And just want to remind you that we pray blessings over you, and we just want you to know that you're so loved. So with that, we hope to see you back, and thanks again for subscribing and leaving your comments, and we hope to see you on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.